to talk about charts and trading ideas, and more than that, to manage our running trades, because we have a lot of trades open at the moment. So I hope you have a good night and a relaxing night, and you are prepared for this day. Yeah, unfortunately, we have round about Ukraine crisis, we have bad news, and the market's going to react on this bad news. So in this case, it's very, very important to keep in mind to stay positive, to know, okay, it's a part of this world situation, but more than that, care for yourself, care for your family, and make sure that you always stay in a positive mind, even we have this critical situation here right now in Europe. Okay, we stream this show here on YouTube at the same time. You will find a button in the right corner here right now on YouTube. You can subscribe the channel. You can give us a like if you want. You can leave a comment if you want to get in touch with me directly. So feel free and never hesitate to ask whatever is in your mind. Okay, so let me share my screen, and we want to follow our daily routine. And today, the top news this morning, let me check here with me. So wonderful good morning to everybody. Mike, Chiseng, Stefan, Janosch, good morning. Johan, Dimitar, Raquel, good morning. Joseph, Magdolna, wonderful good morning. And on YouTube, I can see my lovely family, 2 old C Relaction, a lovely and wonderful good morning also. So what's the top news this morning? I used the analytics sites from Admiral Markets. Here in the browser line, you can see it, admiralmarkets.com/analytics. And if you have a real account, which is a highly recommendation from myself on my side, then you can have premium analytics site. Here in this official site, you see decline in China new home prices moderate in January. Then, especially today, the topic of today, we expect the rate decision in Australia, and rise in Australian inflation expectations stokes case for higher rates. So we can read a little bit more here. And here you can see Australian inflation expectations rose to their highest level in more than 7 years last week. Something like this likely to put further upward pressure on wage growth and burnish the case for an interest rate rise before the end of this year. So most of the points, inflation expectations rose 0.1 percentage points to 5.1% since highest since December 2014. And so it's on the plate that they will rise the rate up to whatever it is, 2 or 3%. We will see what they will do tomorrow. There's interesting rate hike here of the daily FX.com central calendar. And here you see in 2013, we had 3% of the interest rate. And since 2013, it's going down and down and down. And now we are at 0.1%. So, and now they're talking of a rise of this rate decision. And this will happen tomorrow morning, I guess, 2 o'clock. So be prepared about this and keep it in mind. So today, the upcoming events for today, it's the public sector financials in UK is already over, and there are no more upcoming events for today. If you want to be well informed all day long, then I would recommend to follow the channel in Telegram of Admirals. And you will find the link here right now in Zoom and on YouTube in a couple of seconds. And then you can see the topic of today. There is a new podcast episode about PMIs in focus, something like this. So if you have Telegram on your phone here or on your screen and computer, then click the button and you can follow this valuable content. If you're a fan of Twitter, Then we have Twitter here, day trader, Admirals Global. You will find similar content there if you're more a fan of Twitter, and my name there is day trader 70. And if you want to go deeper in logic trading, then you will find here on my homepage, knowhow-trading.com, you'll find all this information you need to become successful in trading. Okay, Daniel, wonderful good morning also. So I would say we start with a look at our trades, and we start with DAX trading. And here we go, 600 points in profit for the moment. I think this is actually really cool. And this happens if you let it go. If you learn how to let it go, then you can do this. So we open the trade here, as always, in the second trend arm. And we were not emotionally about the losses in the past. There was a couple of losses, small, teeny, tiny losses. And now open the trade here in the second trend arm. I sold half of my position when I could see, okay, there's the first recovery of the price. Then I sold another half of the position when I saw, okay, price is struggling again. And but the rest of the position is still running. And here you can see, okay, it looks like there were basically, it was not really here a trend continuation. It was just a kind of fake here on the lower side. So which means the trend is still valid. And this was a kind of correction here. And now, as you can see, the trend is continuing. So, and now if you want, you can trail the soft stop. Here you see the hard stop is already in profit. We cannot lose money. And you know, the trend following system, or the trend strategy, is basically a very simple strategy. So if you grab the logic of trading, then you know how to draw the trend properly. Yeah, this is what you have to learn, because it's a kind of craft. It's not art, it's a craft, because it's based on logic. So, and then, but the strategy to let it run requires that you understand how to let it go. Relieve your mind. Let it go. Yeah, don't be attached about the trades or trading at all. Just let it go. Then you can learn how to let it run your trades. So I don't know the result of this trade, and I don't care, because I can see I had 2 partial profits right now, and the trend is still going down. Yes, maybe it's about the Ukraine crisis, but who cares? It's a trend. And 2 days ago, there was still the Ukraine crisis, but nobody knows what happens next. So, but a trend is always the pure nature of trading, as you can see here. So how we handle this trade, just let it go. I don't care. Yeah, I just will finish this trade if we get into the loss, or if we have a contrary trend in the opposite direction. But actually, it looks like that the price is still going down. So where is my point of control for the moment? Yeah, it's still up here. As you can see, it's still up here at 15,412. And this is really cool stuff, because the deeper the price is going, the more space we have to go back to the point of control. So this is really cool. So just let it go. We are going deeper and deeper. And yeah, let's see. The news will decide what's happened about the indices. So we want to go to our focus charts. And we have 5 focus charts, and we want to start with view at Bitcoin. And I want to do this with the 4-hourly chart. Okay, so Bitcoin is going down, and here, as you can see, the moment you miss one signal, yeah, it's the trend is running and running and running, and you say, yeah, Elevate, you were not with me, you missed your signal, Elevate, you're an idiot. Yeah, you see, thanks, Blair, lovely market, thanks, lovely market. I don't care about Bitcoin, but the stupid thing is that I missed this signal. And you know, we had a long trade. It was a profitable trade, by the way, but that was the trend arm. So here we go. And here was the perfect entry, and I missed it. And you see, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So I hope you are a part of it, because that's money, you see, and you are deep in profit because the stop loss is actually here. And you see, trust the trend, and that's what keeps you successful, will bring you successful. And this is what I teach in this masterclass online course, by the way. Okay, next one is Dow Jones. Dow Jones is also going down, and it's also a lovely trend. So was the first trend arm. Here was the second perfect entry at the point 2. And you see, and the next arm, and the next arm, and the next arm. So going down and down and down. And you see the last stop loss actually could be here. Entry was there. That's the way, by the way. Unfortunately, I missed it. DAX 40. Still in downtrend. And now finally, the uptrend is really broken right now. So that was the uptrend here. That was the uptrend, and you see there was not really, all the time there was not a break, just always this kind of fake here, kind of fake, was not a break. But on the right side of the chart, now there is a downtrend. So it was a kind of this, and also a correction, just a fake, but now it's going down. So now we have a big downtrend. And the next correction in 4-hourly chart, let's see if the price is still going lower. We will see. So, but I'm in a 10-minute chart, so I don't care about this. British pound USD is also a focus chart currency. And here we go. This is a running trade, British pound USD. It's a running trade, actually a little bit in loss, but I don't care about this at the moment because point of control is still up. Of course, it's a little bit pressure on euro, so therefore we have a little bit pressure on British pound also. So price is going down, yeah, but we are in the third trend arm right now. So I just let it go, and yeah, I have it in mind. Let's see how much pressure is on this price. I think the trend will continue finally and will go up to the point of control. So for the moment, just let it go. Then we have gold. Yeah, it's going up. It's going up. Unfortunately, I was out here. I cannot explain why. You know, normally, and this is, as I say all the time, in heaven's sake, Jesus Christ, let it go. Yeah. Okay, this was my mistake. Maybe I've forgotten that there was a limit order. I don't know why. And I cannot explain because I don't work with limit orders. So I guess this is a MetaTrader problem, but who cares? For the moment, it was a winner. I don't complain about winners. But you see, I want to explain you again. This is what you can learn from this one. So no, sorry. So here we go. First, yeah, second trend arm, and third, and fourth, and now the fifth one, and now we're on the sixth one. And you see it's going up and going up. Yeah, you can say, yeah, it's about the Ukraine crisis. To be honest, who could know this there? Who knows that this will going up there? No one. No one knows that. So just learn how to just let it go. Yeah, this is how you can make money. Let it go and then let it run. Euro USD, we have on the plate also. And Euro USD is just going down. We have two trades. And you see we're circling around the point of control. So first, first, there were 2-1, third one, and here we are basically in still an uptrend. Trend will break there and will continue there. And on the right side of the chart, there is a kind of downtrend here also. It's this one. Yeah. So, and as I said, I want to wait until we have a close below the last, below the point of control. And then I will open a position here. And this is what I want to do right now. At the point 2, sell stop. So in case that the trend will continue to the lower side, it's my second trend arm. I show it again. It's the second trend arm, first, second. And you know, second trend arm has a the highest probability to continue. And maybe point of here, the last low. However, this is the possibility in Euro USD. Okay, so before we come to our running trades and proposals for today, I have the question for you. A very interesting question. Are news important for my own trading? You know, we expect rate decision tomorrow, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar also. Are news important for my own trading, for your own trading? So yes, of course, or no, because it's just my own interpretation. So what do you think? Are news important for your own trading? So let's go to the running trades. Still open is Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and the trade is still safe, which means we don't have to do something, just let it go. We are circling around the last point 2, last top. There was a bit of correction, yeah, and the stop loss, the soft stop is here at the last previous point 3, last point 3, confirmed point 3, and the hard stop is closer in profit, so there is nothing to do. Australian dollar, US dollar. Yes, also for the moment, there is no trend continuation at this point 2, just a point 3 here with a question mark. It's not confirmed. And this is the last point 3, and there is the stop loss. We sold half of the position, which means the trade is basically safe. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So we had a loss here because this second trend arm were continuing, and my fault was not to take a partial profit. So forgotten. And now we got out to small loss, not really big. And at the same moment, we opened the trade at the point 2 in this second trend arm. Yeah, there were maybe a perfect entry a little bit higher. Yeah, but the speculation was that this green one will continuing. So, but I opened a trade at the second part, and now there is a trend continuation finally, because there is a close below the last point 2. So we have a stop loss. No, come on. You can set the stop loss above the last point 3. So here we go. Stop loss the last point 3. There you should calculate your money. This is kind of catastrophic stop loss in case you are not at the screen, you have an accident, or you're getting sick or something like this. then the stop loss is your catastrophic stop loss, because there it is the last confirmed 0.3, and there the trend will break. So actually we see, okay, we saw, actually there's a trend continuation. Yeah, but there are two balanced candles in a row right now. So that one balanced candle means, okay, the previous movement is over and the market is reacting on the other side. But a second balanced candle in a row means, okay, there is much more pressure on the previous side, which means seller are a little bit on the pressure side, yeah, on the short selling side. So just wait what we can do. But if the price is going up and we see a change of the color and we see a trend candle against my position, then I trail my hard stop and I cut the loss. So next one is Canadian dollar Swiss franc. What should I say? It's running, and I made partial profits already. Price is still going down. Everything is fine. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, yeah, the position is still running here. And I can see, okay, the price is still going up a bit. And I haven't taken a partial profits right now. So as long as I can see the price is going up, nothing to do. Just let it go. But very soon I will take partial profits. Huh? So next one is Euro Australian dollar. Here we opened a stop loss pending order with the short position at this point too, and stop loss, whatever soft stop or hard stop is here at the last 0.3. Roundabout, this is here, a 1.58266. Euro Swiss franc, the long position ended in a small profit because I have forgotten to take partial profits here. It was a little bit stupid from my side, but you see, just I'm a normal guy like you, not perfect, of course not. And I opened a position for the short side, and I took the stop loss into profit because I could see at this point too, there was a balance candle and change of color. So I said, okay, it's just a correction of the main trend. So I take the money and just wait. So because there was not a trend continuation, it was my duty to open the position again. So, and I did it, and now I'm in profit. So for the moment, just let it go. British pound Australian dollar, actually for the moment everything is fine. There is nothing to do. We make partial profits, the trade is safe, and it's going to continue for the moment. British pound Japanese yen, we have an open position here. It's the second trend arm, and we are speculating on the trend continuation here. And point of control, let's see. Point of control is on the lower side. Here, you can make here a note. Here's point of control 151.22. Now, come on. So here we go. I want to delete this again. So no, okay. So next one is British pound New Zealand dollar. Second trend arm, entry close to the 0.2. Let's see if it will work for us. Point of control is here on the lower side, 197.20. British pound US dollar, yeah, as we talked about already. New Zealand Canadian dollar, actually it's a little bit stronger. Here at this green rectangle, there is the point of control. And as I said, I'm quite sure that the point of control will pull the price a little bit more. So it's increasing, it increases the point, our probability that we see a long running trend here up and back to the point of control. Then we have US dollar, Canadian dollar, still a bit strong, still in a long trend. Point of control is here where we are right now. So the price actually is really fair valued for the moment. Yeah, just let it go. Beautiful profits. So US dollar, Japanese yen, you know, we have this long trend here. And I opened a position here, starting of February 2nd, roundabout. Then we saw the trend continuation. I decided not to take a partial profit, just for the moment, let it go. So now the price went back into the loss, but we haven't hit the point of the last 0.3 right now. But now I can see finally there is a contrary trend, the red one. So therefore I decided this morning to trail my stop a little bit closer to cut the possible loss. But now I have to be prepared in case that the second trend arm of the red one will continue, because the point of control is deep on the lower side here. There is my point of control, as you can see here. And so there's a lot of space to go down. So therefore I must be prepared in case that the second trend arm will continue to the lower side. Therefore I trailed my hard stop closer of the long position. But if you see now at the end of the correction, I will set a pending order at the 0.2 in case that the second trend arm of the short trend will continue to the lower side. And I must be a part of it because it's the second trend arm and I have to take every second trend arm. Yeah, finally. Oh my gosh, crude oil. Yeah, of course, it's about the, how should I say? It's about the Ukraine crisis. Yes, it is, but I don't care about that. So I have to follow the trend, and the trend is still long. And yeah, actually, this is the deepest point. And if we have now a close above this candlelist spike, then we see the next trend continuation, and then we can trail the stop up to the last 0.3. So, and this is what can happen if you just let it go. Still on my watch list, Australian dollar, Swiss franc, because I got out here because I saw that the trade or the bus is not driving in my direction anymore. So I decided to take a small loss and to cut the trade. And now I can see, okay, but the price is turning again. I'm still in the second trend arm, but I'm also still in the second trend arm to the short side. So you can see I have two pending orders in. First pending order in case that the green one will continue to the upper side. And at the 0.2, for the moment at the 0.2, in case that the red one will continue. Yeah, so I don't know. We can see where is the point of control here. Is up. Point of control is here on the upper side, which means the higher probabilities are more on the long side. Therefore, you must be prepared for both sides, by the way. Next one, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Here I cut the loss because I could see, no, the green one will not continuing for the moment. I cut, it was just a teeny tiny loss. Yeah, but I'm also prepared in case the trend will continue. I must be prepared. That's the point. And here is the same thing. We have a short also. This is the short. Here we go. It's the same. So, and we need to be prepared in case that the red one will continue to the lower side too. Yeah, so one's up and one down. be prepared. You don't know which one will continue. Yes, that's the trading ideas, and the rest is still running. That's cool. Yeah, guys, was my part for today. And the question of today was, are news important for my own trading? So we have 50-50. Jesus Christ, that's really interesting. So yes, of course. And no, because it's not my own, it's because it's my own interpretation. So are news interesting? Are news important? Yes, of course, because they will have an influence of your account, of your trade. So, but there's a difference between how important or in which kind they are important for you. So news for me are important that I know when they're coming out. Rate decisions like this one, that I be prepared, that I make my trade safe. I don't want to open a trade close before the announcement of any news, something like this. But what I don't do is to interpret the news, because this is not my job. Because interpreting is just your own perception. And as long as you don't have influence to the price, no one cares about your interpretation. No one cares. And as long as you cannot prove your interpretation with numbers, because we work with probabilities, it's always a kind of accident what you're doing there. So therefore, be prepared in case news are coming out. But I would recommend never base your decision about a problem, about a news for your trades. Never, never do this. Yeah. News bring volume, exactly. And think about it. Why there are news? What's the big interest about news? So if you have just numbers like a rate decision, yeah, it's just a neutral number, 0.2%. So the rest is interpretation of all traders. They are looking at that numbers. Private interpretations. Nothing is ultimately. Nothing is absolutely. It's just interpretation. And this brings volume to the market. Yes, absolutely. So, and if there are other numbers like any news, comments, reports, something like this, who writes these reports? Who writes this news? Should think about it. Just a human being. And this author has his own perception. So be careful with interpreting news. You can try it, do whatever you want. Stocks and exchange and trading, basically no one cares what you are doing in the market. No one cares. Me cares. Yes, I want to. It's my mission to make you successful. So therefore, I always say, read the news, be prepared. We have by Admirals a lot of news. It's really important, but be careful with interpreting news. Stick to the rules and follow your plan. It's the best thing what you can do in trading. Thanks for listening. Nastia, thanks for supporting me. Thanks to Admirals that we can do this every morning. And I hope we'll see each other tomorrow again. And I wish you a lot of success today. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be with you. See you tomorrow.